Hi friends, welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. That means staying in the fight to remain debt free, give myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and saving challenges. And today I'll be doing my second paycheck of January. I just noticed I wrote 23. Still haven't switched over yet. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. I went ahead and pre-filled my categories as usual. Got our erasable pen, calculator, my zero out challenge, which I use this to save the last 3 digits of my paycheck. For my paycheck 2, all paychecks I budget $980 at minimum. This paycheck included holiday pay, so it came in at $1,131.18. Also, this month I am on a no spend. And on my no spends, I like to use gift cards that I accumulate throughout the year. And I was able to bring in, for the 3 main essentials of my cash wallet, I have gas or car juice for $50. And then each gift card here is the grocery store that I use. They're $10 each for $40. So that's $90. And a Target gift card at $15. And so that's $105. So I do want to see that as income, remind myself that this was my no spend month. We bring our paycheck total here. I'm only focused on this number because this is pretty much what we're going to zero out. This I'm going to bring down just to, this was my projected budgeted income. Okay, and so now that we have this, go ahead and write 118 for the zero out. And then I can turn this. This is my pre-budget rough draft I worked throughout the month. And so I'm going to be looking at this over to the side. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we have our bills. And I do like to keep my monthly expenses in the bank. I am a month ahead in my bills, so it just makes sense to leave it there. And I have everything on auto pay. Monthly bills that I'm responsible for total $380. And so I just split the $380 over my 2 paychecks. So that's $190 per pay period. And then SIB is stay in the bank for anyone who's new. My checking account buffer is at $125 per paycheck. These remaining bills I do have sinking funds for, or envelopes. So HOA is due annually, and I'm giving that $23. The eatery, which is formerly known as Meat Sweats, we do a quarterly meat order. Every month I give it $100. So our goal is $300 at minimum. And then Secure Auto, which is my car insurance, I'm giving that $80. Month ahead is getting $26. Amazon was paid last paycheck, so it's getting $0. Let's get this total up. I finally got my new calculator I ordered December 30th. It definitely took a couple weeks to get here. So bills come up to $494. And so we're going to subtract $494 from our starting paycheck amount. And that was $1,131.18. So what's left over is $637.18. And just going to bring that down here. One thing I wanted to mention was that, like, when I first started budgeting, I didn't really search too much for the type of budgeting strategy I was going to use. Zero-based budgeting just popped out and made sense to me to make sure I allocate my paychecks, have direction for it. Without question, I dove into zero-based budgeting, and so far, I love it. This is like the best part of budgeting, knowing where your money is coming from and where it's going. At first, I can't wait to stuff the envelopes, and it's still you know, exciting, but for me now is like me assigning it, saying, hey, you go over here, we need you at this amount. That to me is bomb.com. Moving on to the cash envelopes. In groceries, we're going to give it 40 cash. Although I'm not spending cash, once we finish the no spend month, the cash I've been putting towards the first 3 categories, I'm going to use that to roll to my Happy 1K challenge. My no spends are trying to spend any cash whatsoever. Card juice is getting 50. And it also have that gift card. And then home goods is getting 10. Dine out is getting 25. Fam Jam is getting 20. And I don't know why I'm writing the dot, but because they're all even amounts, but I'm assuming it's because I see that here, but it's definitely not necessary. Beauty, I'm giving it 10. Miscellaneous is getting 5. And actually the remainder categories here is getting 5. So that was Ragnar, my boyfriend, hang time, which is adult hang time, and kindness, donations, or giving. And so this should total 175. Oops, I got it out of view. So 25 plus 20. Then that's 20. So yes, 175 minus 637.18. The lease was 462.18. And so we're going to bring the 462 up here to the sinking funds. What I wanted to share with you guys is that I'm going to be starting a sinking fund snowball. And what I decided to do was take 3 categories, and instead of stuffing them every paycheck at their goal number or at the number that's needed to meet the goal, I took $3 from holidays, 13 from the purge, so that's 16, and then 15 from Bank of Nita, and that's 31. So a total of 31 sinking fund snowball I'm using to get holidays funded. So basically what I'll do is get holidays funded, since it's I think it's like $60 away from the goal. Get that fully funded, then work on the purge. The goal here is 300, and then finish this one. The goal here is 366. So, and then once they're all fully funded, I'll keep the snowball going for another envelope. Next up, we have wellness, and that is 30. School aid, which is back to school, at 40. Christmas is getting 25, which that was the number that we scratched last time. And so we're going to go ahead and mark that. And we're going to scratch off another, and let's finish off this row. Okay, so 40 for next pay period, and I'm gonna go ahead and write that here. 40. So okay, so next is fight night. This is the backup sinking fund hang time, a specific hang time for me and my boyfriend. We are huge fans of MMA. Sometimes we like to go out and watch the fights, and sometimes we stay at home, but still order pay-per-view, have some nachos. It's a grand old time. Next is birthdays, gift celebrations, and that's getting 21. Car defense getting 53. I'm using the 52-week challenge to get this funded. Home defense is getting 21. And then home decor is getting 30. Experiences is getting 10. And so we can subtract these amounts from the 462. So that leaves us with 191. Oops, 191.18. I don't know. I don't even know why I did it that way because I normally don't. I normally just add up this because we need the sinking fund total and then subtract. But I guess I wanted to double work today. So that's 271. So this extra debt we can skip. And moving on, the extra savings. And so zero out. Oh, well, let me bring down to 191.18. Zero out gets 118. And then my medical challenge, aka sick days, is getting 30. And then the remaining amount goes to my happy 1K challenge, and that's at 150. And so let's add up these amounts, and it is looking like it's off. So we have $1.18 plus 30 plus 150, that's 181.18. Everything on that I pre-budgeted looks correct. I already completed the denomination breakdown. Everything checks out. So for now, I'm gonna add the extra $10 here, and I'm just gonna put this in parentheses, so I can have the $10 assigned somewhere. And if it's in fact extra, I am gonna put it here. If it's not, then I'll figure it out and put it where it belongs. If it's extra, definitely going here. We'll add that 10. So we do have 191.18, leaving us with a zero-based budget. When you're budgeting out your money and the numbers don't balance, even though I did the whole pre-budget sheet and everything added up, I went through this 3 times, making sure I had my categories and the numbers and mathing it, and somehow I'm still short $10. That happens. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. Maybe you have you're working on an emergency fund or something that's very important, a high priority. You have extra, apply it to that category. At least you know where the error is, if it's over or under. Well, for me, I'm aware where the $10 difference is, and I had a plan for it. And if it checks out as how I pre-budgeted, then great. And if not, that's still fine. It has a home. So that is it, you guys. And I will see you in the cash stuffing video. Bye, guys.